Hello there again everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. You join us in the Class 66 utilising the AP Enhancement Pack 2.0 and we're going to be heading down to Lowestoft on this run. We've got the lovely IOA wagons behind us from A. Robinson. I'll leave a link for them as well. We're currently on the, what's it called again, the Wherry curve or something like that. Hang on, it allows trains to skip out Norwich. Yeah, Wenzham curve, Wenzham curve. So we're here at the moment, and we're going to be heading out into the Broads. So get the brakes off fully. I set that to forward. I must admit, this is I think about the third time I've done this scenario. Unfortunately, the last time I did it, the recording basically froze, or at least it wasn't capturing the Train Sim Classic window. So it was like, great. But here we go, we're doing it again. Down to good old Lowestoft. Gonna do a little audio check quickly. Yeah, that should be okay. Hopefully it will work fine. Hopefully you're watching, I mean, if you're watching this video, it has worked. If you're not watching this video, that means I'm talking to myself right now. Right, out we go. Let's just load everything in again. Cool. So we got, was this evening? No, British Rail for this one. This is part 2 of the scenario we did, I don't know, probably the last video down in the playlist when we came out. I think it was the Cross the Fens I called it, which was the run from Whitemoor Yard, or was it Whitmore Yard in March to Ely. So that was the last video, and this is part 2 of that sort of service. So sit back, relax, get your refreshments, get a cup of tea, get some Madeira cake or protein yogurt or coffee, and enjoy the journey. It is a very nice one, very scenic, very pretty. Waiting for the back of the train to come off the points. It's quite a long, well, it's the same as before, but quite a long consist. We always seem to get the empty ones though. That's like literally everything we've done so far in the 66. It's been empty. The first look, empty run. The one from, what was it, Angerstein Wharf, empty. And obviously part 1 of this, empty. We need to try and find a loaded run. Although I have George Beanie, who's the person who made this scenario. Apparently he's making an engineering scenario for the 66, so that will be cool. As I was saying, we haven't done yet. We've done freight runs, but then we haven't done any engineering trains. You know, like on a Sunday when your local station's shut, and you can see a 66 in there with loads of JNACs, with loads of aggregates and ballast. That would be cool to do. There's like a ticking sound on this 66. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a faint ticking sound. It's not my headphones. Actually, the clag factor is to max. Oh, it's not on max. Wow. Let's get it on max. There you go. Max clag factor. More fumes, the merrier. How are we running at the moment? 90 FPS. Not too bad. So off goes the Bittern line. And my geography of this area is getting better. Which goes up to Cromer and Sheringham, which apparently is going to be coming soon to Train Sim Classic, at least for the past 6 months, coming soon. But there is a lot of exciting things coming to this game. A lot of exciting things coming to here. A lot of them are Alan Thompson sim. We got the Voyager, the 165 and 166 Thames Turbo Pack. You've got the ATS, well, Bittern line, ATS North Downs line. We've got a lot coming to the game. I mean, a lot of people say this game's dead, it's old. Yeah, it's an old game, but it's still fun. And to be honest, I mean, look at this here. This looks quite good. Like graphically, I wouldn't say this looks bad. I mean, this route probably looks one of the best, one of the best looking routes. With a certain lighting, foliage, etc., and with all of the enhancement packs, it can look really, really good this game. Almost as good as Train Sim World. I mean, basically for the whole of this run, it looks great. Well, it's coming down to 20. Which sadly we do have to come down to. I don't think we could get away with being a unit on this run. Slow down a bit quicker as well. Literally the shortest 20 mile per hour limit, and literally all for probably a weak bridge. But nice to be doing freight on the Wherry lines, as I don't think it really does get many freight trains this route in real life, and I believe this run here doesn't exist anymore. They installed some sort of new bridge somewhere and it can't run anymore. So, great. Maybe it was this bridge they changed. Now we're down to 20, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe wonder if any drivers risk it, just get 60 across here. Who's gonna know? No, that would be very silly. Right, let's click the train length button, which is a sort of automatic on TSC, because you don't get the data cord up here, which is like where you plug in the details for the train length. Let's get the window open as well, which you can do. Like, boom. I thought you can't open this one though, weirdly, just this one. That's alright. We shouldn't have to take any photos on this run either, as I've already done that on the first time over on here. Right, we're clear of the 20, so we can go up to 60. Hear it coming alive. So bright though, this route, which makes it look good. Look at that though. Brilliant. I've spent a lot of money on this game recently. Very much worth it. And I'm quite tempted to get the ATS membership again, which is about 30 quid. So then we can do the Gemma route, the Great Eastern Main Line. Now we've got the 755 and the 745. Talking of a 755, there's one there. So yeah, that does run on the Great Eastern Main Line. I mean, not as much as I think the 745, but they do sort of swap. The 755s can run on electric down there as well. So might at some point get that again. Then we can do some more flirting. Yeah, we definitely have a different motor on this one. It makes a ticking sound. I don't know how well you can hear it. This is Brundle Gardens. We're sort of going to the little foresty area. There we go, a little bit of brake is actually needed. Slipped up to about 61 there. Cheeky. We'll get a flyby shot through Brundle. I still don't know what I prefer though. Do I prefer seeing semaphore signals on this route, which give it that proper charm, or the modern version? I mean, they're both really good versions. I mean, the modern version obviously has the modernisations, no swing gates, no semaphores. I quite like that about the old Wherry lines. Having all of those old things, semaphores, swing gates. I just find it's all modern. Here we go, here it comes. Have a lurch around that corner there. Nice. Freight trains at speed on the Wherry lines. Nice. Let's get back in. There goes the line off to Great Yarmouth via Ackle. Which we will do some more flirting shortly. Well, soon enough in the 755. You can actually run that on the ATS Cambridge Peterborough route, so I might do some of it on there, which will be cool. Nice and easy this route though. I think it's Buckingham, that's the next station, which is a request stop. Although of course we wouldn't stop there because we're a freight train. Imagine this rocking up, just, you know, got to hop in one of the wagons. Once again, shout out to A. Robinson. I think it's Amza Robinson, I think that's his name. For developing these wagons, and also the ones we did. What the other ones we did? Those the other ones we did on the Metro Freight video. Can't remember what they were called. But yeah, it seems to be a bit of a sort of a rising star in sort of the wagon development scene. So again, all links will be below. I've even now included in the description Armstrong Powerhouse, Alan Thompson Sim, Just Trains, and Train Sim Community. So we're always mentioning these websites and where to get these things, well, they're all now linked below. So if you're ever just wondering, if you're ever just thinking one day, I want to buy some Train Sim stuff, check it out in the description below. It's almost on to the pretty part of this route, which I'd say is once we get to Reedham Swing Bridge. That's a 66 there. What are you doing there? What's it carrier? What's in tow? Oh, nothing. It's literally a light loco run. Justin, GBRF. Nice. I wonder what that's up to. Let's have a little look on the map, little cheeky look. Centre player. That is, yeah, well, light loco, Stowmarket, down, I'm assuming that's down Goods Loop to Saxmundham. Maybe some sort of driver training thing, I don't know. Looks stunning there, look at that. Very nice. We've got Cantley coming up. Let's zoom ahead. Tim, we're watching from this this crossing here. There it goes. Well, going back to what I was saying a couple of minutes ago, it's a really easy route, this one. I mean, like, the average speed is 60 miles an hour. Like, literally on all of the straights, it's 60 miles an hour. And then on point work, it's, you know, a bit less, but it's, yeah, quite an easy route to pick up, and we picked this one up fairly quickly. And the modern version's a little different to the old version. There's a couple of differences with the track work. And coming on Cantley Station. I suppose there's not any freight into the this sort of big area here. I mean, I think there used to be. You can sort of, well, on the old version, you can see the remains of an old goods siding here. Or is there one? Is there a goods siding here? Yeah, look, you can see the remains there of what used to be a siding. It used to go into there. But not anymore. It's quite a big old complex here. But no sidings, yeah, nothing. Actually, well, once upon a time it did. And straight across to Reedham, and after Reedham station we come down to 20 miles per hour as we then sort of turn onto the line to Lowestoft. Am I saying that correctly? Lowestoft. Almost sounds silly. Stoft at the Stoft. Lowestoft. Don't know. But yeah, sit back. I mean, look at the scenery. It's lovely. I mean, this is Train Sim Classic at its best. You've got the Cloud EP in full swing. Sort of the lighting is sort of at the perfect time of day. Yeah, this is TSC at its best. And it looks good. I mean, foliage-wise, I'd say foliage on this is better than TSW. Because with TSW, the foliage on the fields just isn't quite right. There's lots of barren spots. I mean, look at this here. Well, I was saying that this is 2D. I mean, you can see it sort of follows you. Look at all of the vegetation in the field. It sort of follows you where the camera is. But at least, yeah, I'd say vegetation on sort of the fields and foliage is done better on TSC. Let's pop that down. Although, yeah, it is sort of 2D. Whereas this was TSW, it's probably 3D. And the Wherry lines actually are coming to Train Sim World, sort of. As someone on the PC editor developing the Wherry lines, and it does seem like a fairly serious project as well. So that's exciting. So you may have watched all these videos on the Wherry lines and thinking, that's a good route, I want it on TSW. Well, you might just be in luck. Because it may actually be on its way one day. So we've got the 20 mile per hour limit coming up. You've got the junction indicator here. See, this is where the old version's a bit different, as you've got the slightly different track. You almost got a little siding there next to the signal box. So there's a 20 mile per hour limit. You've randomly got the 60 here. And there's the line off to Great Yarmouth via Burney Arms, the teeny tiniest little station. And we're at 20, ready for the 20. I do like what GBR. I mean, GBR seem like a proper decent company. All of these sort of special liveries they're doing and heritage liveries, they got loads. Yeah, they seem like an all-round decent company. And they put on like private rail tours for staff as well. I mean, that's cool. Round we go. Cool. If everyone was a train driver, if you want to become a train driver in real life, what do you want to drive, passenger or freight? Because I think quite a lot of the freight drivers are mostly ex-passenger train drivers. Well, at least that's the way it sort of seems. Like, I don't think many people go straight into driving freight. As I suppose it is sort of a higher skill set than passenger train driving. Yeah, so yeah, probably, yeah, it's slightly more skillful, I suppose, freight trains. Obviously, brakes take forever. You can get stuck a lot easier. Yeah, who wants to become a freight train driver? Coming up on Reedham Swing Bridge, which we're not going to get a flyby. I mean, look at this. This is just beautiful across here. I mean, it's almost as real. Let's get a little cheeky flyby shot coming over the bridge. I know like every time we do, but it's just so good. It's only again with the Cloud EP. Wow. Well, I'm pretty certain this uses the Cloud EP. So I know we all sort of complain about AP pricing. It's really expensive. I mean, yeah, it is pricey, but I mean, look at this. Very much worth it. And it's even better on a sale. Cool. Yeah, because I was a bit like, ooh, a Cloud EP, that's a bit too much for my liking. And then you get it, and it's like, wow, this makes a big difference. I'm going to speed up again to 60 shortly. Cool. And I suppose it's the same for ATS stuff as well. ATS stuff generally is quite expensive. I mean, the flirts, I mean, what are they, 38 quid or so? I think, yeah, no, £37.99 for the 755. I can't remember how much the 745 is. But they're expensive. So if you look at the price tag and like, oh, that much for a train. Oh, on Train Sim, no way. But then you get it and it's like, wow, this is good. And I suppose with Train Sim stuff, it's quite niche as well, especially Train Sim Classic. So I suppose the developers need to make some sort of return in some way. And once we hear the beat, we'll speed it up. Almost there. No, from here it's not really that far. It's Haddiscoe, Somerleyton, and then like Alton Broad North, and then we're there basically. Right, let's speed up to 60. I'd say we've probably got what, 10 minutes or so, and we'll be there. We've done the main bulk of the journey. See the factory there in the distance now. Got to have the clag factor on 10. Cool. And then yeah, I have now got the Class 67 and the 68 now. Both the EPs as well for them. The 67 I actually had recorded a video on, but the same fate as this one, OBS had frozen, so it didn't record. So I might redo that one maybe. Oh yeah, I'll do something in the 68. So yeah, expect to see either the 67 or 68 in the near future. So yeah, very much in the Train Sim Classic mood at the moment. I keep forgetting that Train Sim 06, I don't know when this video is going out, but I keep forgetting that Train Sim 06 is only about, I mean, as of recording this, it's about a week and a half away. Or 2 weeks away. It's like, oh yeah, that's coming out. Let's get another flyby shot. I think we all deserve a good flyby shot. Oh, it's so lovely. Not sure what the power lines are though. Where are the power lines? Are there power lines? For some reason there isn't. Probably a reason for that. I can't imagine they'd sort of just be missed out. I feel like actually I have heard a reason for that, not seeing the power lines on there. No, I was going to say probably because it uses too many resources, but Then you've got the overhead wires, which basically just that, but on the poles. So we're coming up on Haddiscoe. A small little hamlet. And this one's not a request stop either. Just a very little used or little served station. Probably gets what? A couple of trains in the morning, a couple of trains in the evening. So not a lot. And we can start going, well, it used to be a much more important station with the high level station. Or high level platforms. And I'm going to let it naturally come down to, actually the brakes are still on a little. Let it naturally come down to 30 miles per hour. So we're not too far off Summer Leighton swing bridge now. You can see that. Can you see that already? No, but it's just round there. That'll be coming up. Then we're on the correct side of the river. Cool. Almost seems a little pointless sort of crossing the river. Because you sort of just come back, well, onto the other side. I suppose when they built the line, I suppose they didn't want to stick to one side. Right, let's come down to 30. See the swing bridge coming up. It's a bit faster, this one. Not as grueling as the, well, it's not that bad, the 20 miles per hour at Reedham. Reedham, Norfolk. So there's two Reedhams. There's Reedham in Surrey. Well, London. I wouldn't really count it as Surrey. And then, yeah, Reedham, well, up this way. Reedham is, Reedham down south is between Purley and Coulston Town. It does exist in Train Sim World, but you can't drive there on the Brighton Main Line route. Up and over we go. Shall we just like stay in the cab before going over the bridge? I don't think we've actually like managed to do that with one of these bridges yet. Let's just stay in the cab. Just stay away from the keyboard. Don't press anything. There's the 30 miles an hour. As you start actually going onto the bridge, so that's not too bad. Oh my god. No, this does look like real. Like it looks really, really good. I really hope AP does more routes in future. Well, I know this is an ATS version of the AP, but hopefully the AP does develop more routes. I feel like they have done another one. Let's press the button there. Yeah, the AP, well, not strictly purely AP, but they did do the Midland Main Line South enhancement, which modernised the Dovetail Games Midland Main Line. But to see like a full new Armstrong Powerhouse route would be pretty cool. This is Summer Leighton. Very quaint place along here. I'll just say very quaint little villages and hamlets along here. Sort of the idyllic place to live. Which I think a lot of people, when they retire, they come up this way. Come out of the city. It's not really that far from London. A couple of hours by train. So still sort of connected, but remote enough. Sort of a quieter pace of life. Does anyone live up this way? Is this your local line? Beautiful, eh? Never been on this line in real life. I probably should go and check it out at some point. Find something to do. Really feel the speed though in this, like 60 miles an hour feels quick, which is good. Well, that's what, when you run on this route it feels fast, but on the Midland Main Line South, when we ran that first look video, that felt like it went on for quite a long time. Okay, on a route like this for your twisting, turning, 2-track, it feels quick, but yeah, on a quad track main line, miles on end, it's like, we're nearly there yet. It's one of those annoying numbers that 48 to 97, 49 years British Rail lasted. Why can't it be 50? So we should then turn around to the left shortly and go into basically into the woods. And then we come up to Alton Broad North. And then not too far after that we come into the yard. The webcam's probably blocking that view, isn't it? Yeah, have it over that side. Got the newer style headlights on this though. Obviously usually it was what, day running, night running, yard work, but these are literally just dimmed and full. A bit like the IETs. Instead of day running and night running, it's dimmed and full. That's probably the new standard. Round we go into the woods. Feels a bit quick for 60 round here, especially when you look at the external cam. Proper rocking about. Look, it's 60 miles an hour. And we'll come down to 50 shortly, which we should be at by the time it starts the 50. So we might need to help it out a little bit. There we go. Right, we're at 50. Once we get past Alton Broad North, we'll start slowing for Lowestoft, which is not really much further along. And then we'll see the East Suffolk line. I see my geography of this area is getting better. You'll see the East Suffolk line join up shortly, which is 49 miles long and goes down to Ipswich, I believe. Which that is the line we don't have in Train Sim Classic, I don't think. I think that's quite a quaint hourly service on that one. Another quiet line. This is Alton Broad North. And yeah, there's the East Suffolk joining up. Which I think on one of the first videos we did, I was calling that the Bitton line. I was quite wrong. That is most definitely not the Bitton line. That is the East Suffolk line. And yeah, this is Lowestoft. So now, I think in one of the other videos I said I preferred going to... Oh, where's the water for this bit? Is that meant to be like that? No, I don't think so. I think that bit's broken. Yeah, I think I said in one of the previous videos that I preferred going to Great Yarmouth over Lowestoft, but I don't know. Obviously, Lowestoft is the slightly longer run, but it's definitely more pretty, I'd say, going this way. I don't think I really do have a preference which, Great Yarmouth or Lowestoft from Norwich. They're both equally as nice as each other. Right, so coming across here, I'd imagine it's, what, 15 miles an hour into the yard? That sort of seems to be the average, 10 or 15 miles an hour. I never actually turned on the HUD in the first run to see what the speed was, but yeah, probably 10 or 15. I know there's not any speed board for it. Change the lights to yard work. Shift and H. As we go into here. Yeah, see that sounds set to yard work. Apologies if you had a bang there on the mic. This used to be a much bigger yard. Very much a shadow as a former self. Like you can see where there used to be so many more yards on this route, but no more. Especially in these places as well. Used to be a lot more going on here, but not anymore. Probably used to have, well, I suppose, yeah, this is sort of the port or harbour here. Probably used to have things coming in to Lowestoft from, what, the Netherlands and over that way into here, and then being transported and shipped inland. But now, not really that significant. I suppose harbour port wise, you've got Felix though just down the road. I think that does most of everything. Yeah, this is Journey's End. We stopped just after this board here. I think the stop board's actually for this track here. But we literally stopped right after it, so. Very overgrown. Well, thanks everybody for coming in for this. It's been a pleasure to have you all aboard in the shed. A bit of breakage. Yeah, we're in there quite nicely. And there we go. That is it. Here we are at Lowestoft. Well, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in all the usual places. Discord, PayPal, merch store. Thanks to George for putting together this scenario. And I think he's actually putting another one together, an engineering one. So you'll probably see that as well. See you all and take care. Bye guys.